Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 2 is finally here, and Epic decided to destroy everyone's FPS. Oh dear god. No, but for real, a lot has changed in Season 2, especially when it comes to gameplay. Don't even get me started on the Zeus Thunderbolt mythic. But because I know a lot of you are struggling with your FPS and your game crashing, I'm here to help you all out. We're going to go through all your in-game settings, optimize your Epic Games Launcher, get new Nvidia drivers, and we're even gonna look at an old setting from way back in the day, one that was broken that Epic finally fixed, and it will allow you to see how much input delay you actually have in-game. It's my favorite Fortnite setting ever. So make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and use code JERIAN if this video helps you out. Otherwise, guys, it is finally time for my Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 2 Settings Guide. Alright, so as always guys, timestamps will be down below. Feel free to skip wherever you want, but we're going to start in the GeForce Experience application. This is what I arguably think is the most important thing to do this season. And what I'm talking about is if you go to the top left where it says Home, and then next to it, click Drivers, you need to make sure your drivers are updated this season. Epic pretty much always recommends this season after season to be on the latest drivers. You could do that by just clicking Check for Updates, and whatever the newest driver is, this one is from about 4 days ago, it will come up. But the reason I'm currently not on it is kind of just to show you guys how to update your drivers, but it's also for this specific season, Chapter 5 Season 2 specifically. I think I may have found the best driver that's actually not the newest one, and I'm going to show you guys which that is. But first, let me show you how to update them in general. All you have to do is click the little green button. For most of you guys, it will say download at first, but I already downloaded 551.76. So I'm just going to install it, press Express Installation, boom. GeForce Game Ready driver is preparing to install, and this shouldn't take more than like 2 minutes. We'll click yes to that. And now boom, it is installed. You can see right there, graphics driver, HD audio driver, all of that is good. We're gonna close that out, and literally, as you can see, release date 305, this is the one we just put in. This is the latest game ready driver. It literally even says that. And for most of you guys, that should help your performance. When I tried this driver myself on the new season and right before the new season, I did notice a slight drop in my FPS and overall performance. So I'm actually not using this driver. I still recommend you guys go and try it, but if you don't find it the greatest like I didn't, or did, wait. If you did not like that driver and you want to use the one that I recommend, just go onto Google and type in Nvidia Advanced Driver Search. Okay, I can't spell. Click the first link right here that says Official Advanced Driver Search, and then simply put in your actual Nvidia GPU. So I'm on a 40 series, you know, not to brag, but I do have a 4090. No wonder I get good FPS. And I'm just gonna search that, and that's gonna give me all of these different drivers going all the way back to September 2023, pretty long ago. The one we're specifically looking for, though, is the GeForce Game Ready driver from January 24th, 2024, aka version 551.23. That is the godly one. Once you find it, just click on it, the little green, and it will redirect you to this page. Click download, and then there should be another page. Yep. Hit download again. It wants to make sure you're downloading it. Let me check top right. Yep, we're downloading. 5 seconds it should take. And now what we have in our downloads is the driver that we want. But remember, most of you guys are going to be on the newest one or just a random one in general. So we actually have to go and we have to uninstall the current one we're using. Let me know down below if you want me to make a more advanced video on this, but I'm going to show the simple way, which is going to Device Manager. We're not using DDU, but where you're going to want to go in your Device Manager is to display adapters. Click the little drop down. You should see your GPU. Mine's the 4090, like I said. Little sneaky flex right there. We're going to right click, go down to properties, and then at the top where the 5 tabs are, click on driver, and boom, this will tell you the current driver you have, just like GeForce Experience did. This is unfortunately the driver we don't want, so we're actually going to go and click uninstall device. You should get one more pop-up, just making sure you want to do it. Click delete the driver software for this device, and then guys, click uninstall. My screen is gonna go black. Oh, and yeah, there we go. Now at this point, it's fine if your monitor feels like it's on 60 hertz. That's what you want. You want to have no drivers installed at this point. And sometimes, guys, just because we're not using DDU, Windows will automatically reinstall a different driver that you had before. So it kind of won't fully work, but it's okay because all we have to do now is just go back to our downloads, go to the driver we downloaded before. That's why I told you to have it. And then double click. Boom. This is now going to install the driver we want. 551.23. Press OK there. And now it's installing. And look, that's the driver. Yeah. We're going to click Nvidia graphics driver in GeForce Experience. Express installation. Boom. We can also close this out. And now it's basically the same exact thing we did before with the newest driver. But this time, we're using the January driver that I tried out and really liked. I think it's the best driver for Chapter 5 Season 2 specifically. Finally, it is installed. Nvidia installer has finished. We'll, create a desktop icon for Nvidia. Close that out. Boom. Nothing really changed, but oh god. If we go back into GeForce Experience and over to drivers, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the January 24th 551.23, the best game ready driver for Chapter 5 Season 2. And yeah, just make sure you don't install the newest one after you did this. Remember to try the newest one, but if this one works better, then use that. Both of these drivers should be better than the one you're currently on, so enjoy the FPS gains. Now for the other thing we have to do before we get into the actual in-game Fortnite settings. Remember, there's timestamps down below if you want to go straight to that. But I recommend watching the whole video and going to your Epic Games launcher because your launcher options are crazy important. Oh my god, I can't even. Okay. Well, now it opens. But in your launcher, go over to your library, go to Fortnite, the only game I have downloaded. I quit FIFA, guys. I'm back on the Fortnite grind. And under Fortnite, or if your Fortnite looks like this, you can go to the side. Oh dear god. Ignore my hours played. Just go to the three dots. They might be underneath, like right here. Click the three dots, go over to options. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you can see my favorite page in the world, other than your actual Fortnite settings, your Fortnite installation options. Oh, they're just so beautiful. But essentially what these things do is they're just options of things you can download before you get into Fortnite that will either make your game look better or run worse. And we don't want that. So what I do is I pretty much have everything unchecked. Fortnite Save the World unchecked. High resolution textures unchecked. High resolution textures do absolutely nothing and they take up 17 gigabytes of space. That disk space is very important. It will help your performance. But then the last and most important two are your DirectX 12 shaders, which if you're like me, and I recommend all you guys not to use DX12, you can uncheck this, have these three unchecked. If you're not on DirectX 12, you pretty much never need high resolution textures. The one and only setting in your Fortnite installation options that you need is pre-download streamed assets. Guys, you need this. What this does, you can kind of read it. I guess I can't go over it, but it says installs all assets that would normally be streamed during gameplay. And what that means, or if this kind of rings a bell, this used to be called disable cosmetic streaming. Yes, my OGs know what that is. I've told you guys how awful cosmetic streaming is. Disable cosmetic streaming is good. That's why we have this checked. But what cosmetic streaming does, let me read to you guys straight from Epic. When cosmetic streaming is on in Fortnite, you are literally downloading the necessary cosmetics, aka anyone's skins in-game, as you encounter them while playing. Epic even notes that slower internet connections may experience performance issues when the game is streaming cosmetics, and that it will not only decrease your performance, but it will also increase your network bandwidth. It will give you higher ping! That is so bad! So again, in order for that not to happen, to disable cosmetic streaming, we need to pre-download the streamed assets. You see? This setting is basically downloading 6.5 gigabytes worth of skins. Those skins will be saved into your game so that when you actually run into them in the middle of a match, you're not having to download them and increase your ping just because you didn't want to download 6 gigabytes of cosmetics, or I guess you didn't want to listen to me. Therefore, guys, once you have these three unchecked and this one checked, just hit apply. You should see under here it will be moving, but I don't have anything there. Should I show you one of these as a test? Let me just show really quickly. If you check something, boom, look, yep, so that's what happens. And then if you go and uninstall something, I don't even know, this is some form of Chinese, maybe Mandarin. If you uncheck it and press apply, boom, you'll see the same thing. And that's how you know it worked. You don't have any of that crap anymore. But just to really make sure, one final thing before we go into game. Oh, and I spoiled it. But on the three little dots, instead of going to options, go to manage, and then where it says verify game files, or just verify files, click verify, and boom, that's gonna verify everything. Make sure that all those options you had actually went through, and just clean up any crap you have in your game for why it's not working, and bang, now we can finally hop into game. Ladies and gents, some of you guys will know this map, even though it's not a published map. It's just the OGs will know the clip from this map. Wait, let me see the brick. Oh, and the metal. Oh, sorry. But the reason I brought you back, and I bring you guys back a lot in my settings video, but specifically, and I know I've been saying that a lot, for Chapter 5 Season 2, look above my head. Oh my god! They fixed it! They fixed, look above, the input delay that you have in game. It measures it, 2 milliseconds, or whatever, 2.3. That was just 3 right there. It measures it! Oh my god, it measures it as I build. It measures it if I stop building, if I smack, if I look up, down, if I pick my nose. Like, it's back, boys! Oh my god! They finally fixed latency markers! And I'm gonna show you guys how you can fix it too. But before that, because, you know, in typical Epic fashion, and before I go to my settings, or wait, just watch this really quick. Meow! Oh my god. I'm over here. In typical Epic fashion, they made it so if you're on performance mode, you can actually, you know, you guys see it in the top left. You can see the latency marker, but if you're on performance mode, you can't actually turn the setting on or off. The setting's just not there. We love Epic! Woohoo! Regardless though, we're gonna have to go to DX11 anyways because in pretty much the same fashion, half of the settings that you don't see on performance mode, they affect your performance mode and how the game runs. They can make your PC have way worse FPS and you can't even see them while you play performance mode. Starting at the top though with your display settings, window mode, you want on full screen or windowed full screen. Oh, and my face blocks that, but full screen is the best. And again, even though my face blocks what it says right here, all you need to see are these 2 words, slightly faster. That's talking about full screen. Look, full screen mode, slightly faster. Yes! Resolution though, 1920 by 1080. You can use a lower res for better FPS, but it won't make too big of a difference unless, well, you guys will see. VSync though, turn this off. VSync is utter crap unless you use it in your Nvidia control panel. Frame rate limit, have at your monitor's refresh rate or one above it. So if you're on 144 hertz, go to 160 FPS. If you're on 240, go to 240 FPS. And I'm on 360 now. Yeah, I finally switched. So I'm on 360 FPS. And then lastly, your rendering mode. You can see I only have 2 options here because remember, in the display options, I told you guys to uninstall DX12 and literally it just takes it out of the game. Like you don't even have an option for it. And for some proof, look, you can read right here. If you want DX12, you need the shaders and the shaders can be installed from the Fortnite options located in the launcher. Aren't I just so helpful? Back to these settings though, you obviously want to be on performance mode or lower graphical fidelity, whatever weird name they have for it. That is going to be the best rendering mode for like 99.99%. It's what all the pros use. I think it looks the best because there's not too much crap on your screen and it performs the best. After that though, graphics we're going to skip and just do at the end. We're instead now going to go to the graphics quality options for performance mode. So look, it even says, because it knows there's settings that it doesn't include, man. 3D res though you want at 100%. Some of you might have this at lower by default because that's unfortunately the reality of your GPU, but I feel like it doesn't make too much of a difference. Even 50%. Oh, wait, no. Why would I need to restart? This is 50%. Let me know if you guys even see a difference in my recording. This is 50% of 1920 by 1080. I personally feel like the only one you actually see a difference in is 1%, which is, get ready, guys. Oh, bruh. Oh, I'm building. Wait, I just did a 90. I'm about to clip someone. Yeah, I can't see shit. So 3D res put at 100%, press apply. Nanite virtualized geometry we can skip because my head blocks it, but you need to be on DirectX 12. View distance have on near, textures on low, and meshes I also recommend having on low. Most people don't know this though, but if you go to high meshes, and by the way, I just magically teleported outside of game, you can't switch it in game. But if you're on high meshes, which you guys just saw I was, and am currently, and you have a near view distance, look, I'm still on low meshes. Everything is a low mesh build. And even if I go to the medium view distance, look what happens. My ramps are now high meshes. And I think my cones, no. Is it my floors? Am I crazy? Oh, maybe it's just, oh, it's walls. I swear it used to be cones. Wait, am I crazy? That's a high mesh. What the hell? Well, you don't get full, complete high meshes. What the? Look at that. That's a high mesh cone edit, but a low mesh cone. The only way to get fully Mr. Savage high meshes is to be on far or epic. And now, boom, you look like Mr. Savage. You could actually see through builds, but I mean, other than Mr. Savage, who the hell actually uses high meshes? Not me. So just go back, go to near view distance like I said, and then low meshes. I only did that to show you guys. But yeah, those are the graphics quality performance mode options. The advanced graphics aren't really full, so I'm gonna show them on DX11 because we have to do that anyways. So what you should do now is go to the rendering mode, go to DX11. We're not gonna play on DX11, but we're gonna restart and just change the settings. Oh crap. That way, when we go to performance mode, we have the best settings possible, because all of them run in the background, even though you can't change them on performance mode. Why? All I did, guys, was jump into a random 1v1 map. This is Moneymakers, and no, it's not a promo. I hate that kid. But the reason I'm here is because, as I just showed, we're now on DX11. That's what we switched to. We're not going to use it. We're going to go back to performance mode after. But just take a look at all these new settings we have. Like, oh my, how is this even a thing? Even the advanced graphics have an extra 5 settings. And guys, all of these affect your game on performance mode. So if you don't change these and you just have them on something random, especially if you have them on something high, you are gonna get absolutely fucked on FPS. Anyways though, back to graphics quality, this time for DX11. You can see we now have an auto set quality button, which you never want to touch. We have a quality preset, which mine's on custom, but watch really closely. Watch this. It's gonna disappear when I go to the right. Oh, and look, where did it go? It's just not there. So what you want to do is go to the low quality preset, skip this open website quality settings guide. No, you guys have me. You don't need Epic or Fortnite. Anti-aliasing, turn off. Temporal super resolution, you can't even change if you wanted to. 3D res though, go put this to 100%. Oh, okay. That just lagged. I'm on 360 FPS in game, but this setting just lagged. I don't know if you guys caught it, but the quality preset just went to custom because we put 3D res from 50 to 100. After that, these you can skip because they are grayed out and we don't care about them. You need DX12 for them anyways. Shadows turn off, global illumination turn off, reflections off. View distance, like I said, have on near, even on DX12, but again, if you want to use high meshes on DX12, you need far or epic. Textures low, effects low, post-processing low, and then the advanced graphics, show FPS have on, use GPU crash debugging, turn off. This you guys can even read that enabling it comes at a small performance cost. We don't want to help out the devs. Then my favorite setting ever, latency markers. It's finally there, and most of the time you want this off, but if you want to test it, turn it on, and then you have to do something else. But for the rest of the advanced graphics, Nvidia reflex low latency, put this to on plus boost. If your game gets sort of framey or hitchy where you're dropping frames a lot, just turn this off, but try on plus boost first. And finally, report performance stats again. This helps out Epic, but it comes at a performance cost, so turn it frickin' off. Disable it. And then yeah, those are all the settings you need for DX11, DX12, and technically performance mode. The only other one that's not on this page is on the game settings tab. If you go down to the bottom, there's these 2 energy savings options, which people claim make a huge difference. Guys, they don't. They don't make a big difference at all, but turn them off anyways. They are the enable idle energy saving on the front end, and then the enable inactive window energy saving. Basically, if you're not moving or doing anything in game, then it's gonna try to save energy. But when you play, you're gonna be there, so it doesn't actually make a huge difference. Anywho though, if you want to test how much input delay you have on these settings, and I promise they're the best ones. Wait, can I move back? I'm back over here. If you want the thing above me where it says 2 milliseconds and it shows your actual in-game delay. Wait, I think there's like a performance mode. Let's see if it makes a difference. I'm on like 2.3 milliseconds of delay. Oh, it does. It saves like half a millisecond of delay. That's that's kind of cool. And that's actually sick. You can now see it. We're back, boys. You can finally see how much input delay you have in Fortnite. But I have to show you guys how to do that. I didn't forget. Go into your settings, go down like I showed you to latency markers and have latency markers on. And then after that, go to the 4th settings tab, which is your game UI. It's basically your HUD options. Oh, wait. I'm back over here one last time. Your HUD options over here under game UI, go down to latency debug stats and turn this on. Bang. Now in the top left, switching back one more time, you can see in all its glory, 3 milliseconds of input delay on DX11. I'm not even on performance mode. Let me swap to performance mode like this. On performance mode default, oh my gosh, we're at 2 milliseconds. 2 milliseconds of delay. 1 less millisecond just from being on performance mode. But what about... Ooh, okay, so, oh wow, yeah, we're hitting like 1.9. What if I go, I'm not even on unlimited FPS. I wonder what the lowest you can get is. I feel like it's probably high 1 or maybe like 1 because 1 millisecond of delay is ridiculous. I'm on 800 FPS. Oh man, this is not fair. But yeah, guys, that is how to get latency markers. As you can see, when I build, it goes up a little bit, but not too much, especially not on performance mode. Oh, I literally feel like we're back in Prime Fortnite when I'm just moaning over input delay. It gets me so happy though. But yeah, those are all the in-game settings outside of your colorblind mode, which we will do now. Final setting options are the colorblind modes, but really quick, notice the colors, right, of the game normally, and then notice when you go into this new area, at least by Mount Olympus, look how orange it's gonna get. Pay attention right now, it's changing, I see it. Wait, look at this! Look at this! My game gets so orange. Everyone's game gets so orange. And it's only in this Mount Olympus area. I honestly don't know why Epic wanted that, or... I don't know. Is this some sort of like mythological Greek god like thing? Do I need to read up on history? Because why is it so orange? Ugh. But yeah, because of that, if I go to my settings and move back over, boom. Your actual graphics settings, we have your brightness, which I have at 100%. User interface contrast, that only changes, look around me, it only changes the blueness and contrast of your actual settings page, so it's useless. Colorblind mode, I have off, and colorblind mode strength, I have at 0. And my game, I think, looks pretty nice. You guys saw it before we went into this area. In this area, it definitely... I don't know what Epic did, but the one fix I found for it, which is the only reason I'm considering not running default this season, Chapter 5 Season 2 only, is if you go and you use 150% brightness, look at this, it already, the new area, looks way better. Like, it's still very orange, but it's not as dark and sort of like... just weird. But if you also do tritanope 10 in this new area... Oh, wait. It actually... Does this look worse? When I saw this before... Oh, wow, it does. Okay, boys. Colorblind modes are useless this season. I was testing it out, and I thought it looked better. But I was at Brawlers. Maybe it changed? Oh, okay. So this is the new area on 150% brightness, which I believe will be the meta if it wasn't already. Really quick though, let me get out of the weird orange fog. Come on, let me out. Where's like the end of it? Is it just anything orange? Oh, it's right here. Look how much brighter it gets. How is this real? So right here, beautiful, right? 150% brightness, everything's fine. And then as soon as you go right here, it's just so much darker and more orange. Why have you done that, Epic? I don't really understand, but luckily 150% brightness looks fine. I'm gonna quickly teleport to the other new area just to show what that looks like too. Here we are in the new area, or the other one. This is the sort of underworld biome, which is very dark, but I'm pretty sure I'm still on 150% brightness. This is like the best you're gonna get. Really quick. 100% brightness. Bada boom. Oh, wow, yeah. It really does make a huge difference. 150% brightness is 100% the play this season. It kind of draws out the colors. Like, the colors don't look as nice, which makes sense with the brightness being, you know, so high. The colors aren't going to be as deep, but at least you can see people. You can see things in these new areas. You saw it even on Mount Olympus. Let me try tritanope 10 just for the boys. Even tritanope 10, it's just not it. So I didn't think we would figure that out this quick. But no colorblind mode. Colorblind mode strength doesn't matter. 0. And 150% brightness. These are definitely the best colors this season. So yeah, enjoy, subscribe, like, use code Jerian, and play forever Zone Wars. Ah!